Okay, let's talk about Clay and AD for like 2 seconds. So, pretty much, Clay got on there, he made his speech, and he was like, "Oh, I went to therapy, she's still the love of my life." And like everybody was believing it. But me personally, if you believe that shit, you are gullible as hell because I don't know, he's a Virgo, I'm a Virgo. I could just tell he was trying to manipulate her, and he's probably just thinking, like, oh, maybe if I say this in public on TV, AD is just gonna believe me. She's gonna blah blah blah. She's gonna stay with me forever because he seems like one of those people. Like he's clearly a narcissist, and he just seems like the type how he doesn't really want her for real. Hence why he literally said no, and he was leading her on the whole time. But he doesn't want to see her with anybody else. That's why he looked so uncomfortable with the whole Matthew scene or whatever because he clearly can't believe that she was even into this guy to begin with. And then AD let me down because she was like, "Oh, I went on 2 dates with Matthew." And I'm like, "Bro, what? Like you went on a date with that serial killer after he literally like ran out of the place and he was like, "Oh, I need to go find that other girl since you said no to me." Like you went on 2 dates after him. And I don't know if they were intimate or what because she said that he cooked dinner for her and everything, and that she's a more sexual type of person. So I wouldn't be surprised if she slept with him and maybe the sex was bad and then she like ran back to Clay or whatever because this reunion was only filmed maybe a couple weeks ago or whatever. Who the hell knows? And I feel like her and AD have just been friends with benefits like after the wedding or whatever. Because clearly she's still in love with him, and she probably thinks that if she gives herself up sexually, then eventually he'll want her. Whole time he don't want that girl, okay? Like that's why he said no. So I don't get why everybody is up here believing his lies. And he clearly knows that like everybody cares about men's mental health, and like once a man mentions therapy, everybody congratulates him and they're like, "Oh, he actually went to therapy, yay." So I feel like he just rehearsed those lines and he was just like, "Yeah, I went and got help, I talked to my dad." Anyways, I feel like nobody saw how quickly he became serious after that moment because it seemed like he was trying to pull tears out of his ass. And then, of course, once he makes that comparison to the other guy in the audience and he's like, "Yes, black man to black man, like it's so hard for us, and you set an example for me, and I just want to be like you, blah, blah, blah." I'm like, bro, men say this all the time that they want to be better men, but like when are you gonna actually start being a better man? Okay, because it's been a whole year since then or whatever the hell. And obviously, like, therapy can help, but I feel like he's just a narcissist. I feel like they never change. So it just surprises me how much people are believing his lies because I truly feel that he did it for damage control because everybody was calling him the villain the entire season. They were making fun of him and his cheating daddy, whatever. And I feel like he literally just said that so that people would have sympathy for him.